8 years old and alone during the school lunch break time, a kid my age came to me. He remarked, "Don't go near that kid," pointing towards another child who looked scared. He was going through the trash and he is Hindu. I looked at that Hindu boy and how scared he looked. I can say I was 8 years old. So what I was really supposed to do, so I let it go. I packed my lunchbox, tidied my hands, or didn't know. Who knows? I was 8 and went and attended the rest of my classes. 10 years old, and I made fun of one of my teachers, and people, grown adults, laughed with me. I felt pride. I'm funny, I thought. And to get a few more laughs, I told the joke to a few more people. We let it go. I let it go when my friends cheated on tests in schools and then I started cheating on them too. I let it go when a teacher helped me cheat to raise her grade point average. We let it go when that one girl dropped out of school to get married. I don't know where she is to this day. We let it go when old, disgruntled men and women complained on and on about the politics of the country, all the while themselves having abused others. I let it go when I saw a little child begging for money and saw it again 500 times. I let it go someone misplanned or gave a sexist remark. I let it go when I had friends tell me about domestic violence in their homes, and then I let it go again when we broke a few traffic lights and then a few more. I let it go when I felt the stares of men on my body in places where I was supposed to call home, and let it go when random men called me on my phone just to harass. Then again, happens to every woman. You just laugh, high five, move on. You just pray to God help you, your society, your country. Then you forgive and forget. You just ignore the poor, ignore the bad, ignore even your own ignorance because the ignorance is bliss until it's not. And that's what we are taught indirectly, directly. If you see crisis, don't get involved. If you see a problem, ignore it until it goes away. Put a bandage on the wound, and by the time it leaks, it's someone else's problem. If you see a speeding teenager with a driving license on the highway, if you see a first woman, then a teenager, then a child, a newborn baby, a dead corpse, or an animal being raped, you call it Jahilamam and move on. They are monsters. How could they be one of us? I let it go so many times. I let the pain of my fellow countrymen bleed into the soil as the blood darkened my white shoes and washed my hands and chipped it off from my nails, or maybe even used it as a blush to look good for a posh dinner party. If there is a danger, the first thing to do is to lock your door, load your gun, but if the danger is lurking outside, right outside, the strategy would work. You can defend a nation from an enemy, but how would you defend a nation from itself? The danger is inside our homes, inside of us. You can let go of basic morality once, twice. You can direct orders and follow them. You can do things without thinking of the long-term consequences of how little actions make big actions. Little lessons become ones. The chora kuch nahi hota haunts the nations after us. The nationalism that brings out the after us. The nationalism that brings out the toxicity within all of us. Like we hate our country, but we love it too. We love it with a passionate hate. Like where did all the values that Pakistanis held close to their hearts go? While we threw out a cigarette butt out of our car, look at it. Its hypocrisy is within our leaders and corruption is within them too. Then those leaders are within us. First, you get your family, then your community, your country. The solution is flee. Or you are willing to go to great immoral lengths to protect your family. Who cares if someone else is sacrificed as long as we are safe? Don't we live in fear? Maybe not of death, but we live in fear of losing our properties, our wealth, our future, our husbands, our wives, our children, our jobs, our dignity, our respect, our fame, our freedom. So protect it, even if it means champing on millions of others in a chain reaction. You let it go when women are harassed, belittled, you let it happen. Happens all the time, nothing new. You let it go when you steal, lie, cheat, hurt, and abuse. And then you let your country go too.